Good evening, everyone. This is Chad Millard, and this is my presentation on parental apathy. First, problem identification and analysis. This is what we know. So we know that the school has limited contact with the parents. There's been little parent involvement lately. There used to be some. Little encouragement from the principal. The principal has sensed that the community does not want to get involved based on conversation and parent conferences. The assistant principal has met with the principal again to bring up the need for parental involvement group. The principal is considering a parent advisory group. There was an announcement that was sent home on Friday for a meeting at 7:30 that following Monday. And at the meeting, 8 parents showed up, and the principal did not want to go through with the meeting based on this low turnout. Things that I need to know. So I need to know like how big in the enrollment of JFK, because that can kind of tell us if 8 people is a small turnout or a big turnout. How long has a principal been at this school? And how many years has he been principal? So does he know from experience as like a teacher at the school? And how many years has he been the principal? We need to know what happened to the past groups. It was said that there was a past parent involvement, and now there is not. We need to know the specific reasons to why the principal is against having a PTO or PTA. Why did the principal change his mind on having a parent group? So something had to come up that made him change his mind. What are the forms were used to inform the parents of the upcoming meeting? So all we know is that just one thing was sent home, but was there any other ways that they made contact with the families? And what exactly is the idea of this parent advisory group? It's very vague what the goals and what are the needs of a parent advisory group. This could also help with turnout if there is a direction, so that they know what they're supposed to be doing and what their purpose is. Identify the problem. As the assistant principal, the problem identified is that JFK has very little support from the parents. I feel that this is a form of lack of leadership by the head principal and his hesitancy with having parent involvement. He has shown his thought process of a parent group by wanting to cancel the meeting because only 8 parents have showed up, instead of thinking how great it is to have some support to build from. He's looking at the glass half empty, not half full. You have some, and why are we still hesitant on that? We should build from that. So proposed plan of action with appropriate strategies for implementation. Proposed action plan. First, I would have a meeting with the 8 parents that showed up. I would tell them how great it is to have their support from our parents with our school. It is important that they feel appreciated and that we go through with the meeting. I would then go over the agenda of the meeting and the purpose of having a parent advisory group. Next, I would ask them for feedback on their thoughts of the school and its involvement with community and families. It is important to get some idea from the families that we have on what their thoughts of our school is and what they think they can do. We would also take notes on suggestions given by parents. So we would be taking notes throughout the meeting so that we have something to build from. Once the meeting was concluded, I would talk to the principal for a quick meeting and discuss with him about having a morning meeting tomorrow. So we would do a quick recap, and then we would plan for a meeting for the next day. The principal and I will create a communication plan for the families. We will take what we have learned and we'll make a plan that will benefit our school. We will include weekly newsletters, classroom letters, and any updates through our social media. Next, we'll go over in detail our expectations and need of the parent advisory group. We will set up monthly or bi-monthly meetings with the 8 parents, and hopefully that will get bigger. Finally, we'll come up with the community events that we can do at our school to involve students and parents. It is important to get our families in the door at our school. So as we keep building from it, more families get in, we can also build that parent advisory group. Resolve the issues on promoting success of all students. Resolution for the students. What is best for the students? I'm sorry if you can't see that right there. I believe by having a communication plan and a parent advisory committee, it will create a better school and a community environment. The educational success of the student will be greater when they understand the school and home connection, and parents will be able to support our school community. I feel that if we have more community involved events, that our attendance will also increase because it's something that students want to be part of and not miss. When you also have those type of events, your attendance rate do go up, because that's something that they want to be part of as the school. It will also create a learning and bonding opportunity with students and families. Families can be a part of it. They can start doing this stuff at home, get their kids more encouraged by school, and you just get a general bigger support for our education. We will also increase our parent group once we have a better communication plan established and offering community events. So our parent group will get better. Category: debrief the problem by reflecting and identify issues that are unresolved. Okay, so what was I thinking, feeling, and valuing? What I was thinking: why was the principal against parent groups? That's a very good question. What I was having, just what is the problem with that? How can we better communicate with the families? What are we lacking in that category? What happened to the old parent groups? Typo. What is the purpose of the parent advisory group? What are their goals? We got to have a direction so people can understand and support us. What was I feeling? I was grateful that 8 parents showed up. That is something that we should be thankful for. Angry that principal didn't want to go through with the meeting. After all of this, he was ready to back out. That did aggravate me. I was excited for the potential and direction of a new communication plan, community involvement, and parent group. So I was excited about the new direction that we were heading. Value. I'm valuing the 8 volunteers. I value that the principal changed in heart with the parent group, a strong communication plan, and a community and support and involvement. Unresolved issues. What will the support be from the administration and families community? We do not know how supportive the principal will be, if he's going to go back to his old ways and not want the parent involvement, or will the families kind of reject the idea? Will this not be something that kind of grabs hold? For all the parties to understand that this is a process that would take time to develop. However, changes can be made for the better. So having that understanding, like I said before, people need to ride the ship. So we got to understand that it is a process. And the right members being involved in the committee. For this to work, we need to have the right people in place. Reflecting on Standard 4. Academic success of every student. So 1, continue with parent meetings. Parents need to know that their opinions and voice matter when it comes to the education of their children. 2, implementing better communication plan. Involving the parents in this process will allow us to build a relationship with them for the greater good of their children. 3, involving parents in school and community events. Welcoming parents into our school will show students the importance of between the connection of school and home. We have to bring that line together so that education is happening in the household as well as the school. Component 2, personal well-being of every student. Supporting parent involvement, developing a relationship with parents who want to be involved, which increase opportunity to get more involved over time. Increasing communication with the parents, creating a plan of communication throughout different avenues. So we're going to be using different things to get a hold of our parents. Involvement of the parents in the school community, allowing and creating the opportunity for parents to be involved in their child's learning and environment. Component 3, promote community engagement. Involving the 8 parents that showed up to the meeting in the process. Valuing the parents' opinions and listening to their positive feedback and concerns will keep them involved in the process. We have to understand that for them to keep continuing being part of this, we got to value what they have to say, even though it might be tough at times, but it's all for the better of the children. 2, listening to parents and increasing lines of communication. Creating a plan of action with administrators, faculty, parent fosters the development of relationships. So having that is what builds a stronger relationship. Number 3, encouraging parent involvement in the school community. Getting the students and parents involved and promoting a positive environment for learning from day to day and for the students' future education. And that is it. Thank you.